When we think of the Battle of Arnhem, most people's minds are immediately cast to the brave heroics of the British Airborne Forces, whose last stand has gone down in history. But did you know that a Royal Navy sailor, Air Mechanic Leonard Augustus Hooker, is buried in the Commonwealth War Graves Cemetery at Oosterbeek? How did a Royal Navy sailor end up taking part in the largest airborne operation of the war up until that point? Well, today we'll be looking at that, but first, a bit of background. The 8-day failed operation was the brainchild of Field Marshal Montgomery. The market side of the plan involved dropping 3 Allied airborne divisions, 2 American, the 101st and the 82nd, and 1 British, the 1st Airborne Division, with attached Polish paratroopers, deep into German-occupied Holland. These divisions were tasked with capturing and holding a series of key bridges, so that the Garden side of the operation, fronted by British 30th Corps, could push up Highway 69, nicknamed Hell's Highway, and open up a new front straight into the German heartland, hopefully ending the war by Christmas. But, despite the best efforts of those who took part in the operation, it ultimately failed, and the bridge at Arnhem proved to be a bridge too far. By September 1944, the Royal Air Force was pushed to its limits. Bomber raids on German cities happened around the clock. Fighters and transport planes flew all over Europe, as well as the Far East, supplying various troops that needed them, and due to this, the Royal Navy's Fleet Air Arm loaned the RAF a number of mechanics and ground crew for support to ease the pressure on their men. During Operation Market Garden, Air Mechanic Leonard Hooker volunteered to assist in the resupply of 1st Airborne trapped at Arnhem. He joined the crew of a Sterling Mark IV engine bomber from 196 Squadron for a mission. Whilst flying over the drop zones, the plane was hit by German flak, which set fire to the plane. Hooker was in the plane, but due to the intense flames, he was unable to reach his parachute to bail out in time. He died when the plane went down, killing him and 6 others inside. 3 did manage to bail out. While he was the only naval death during Market Garden that I'm aware of, he wasn't the only sailor who helped during the operation. Various others were stationed at RAF bases. Here, hundreds of years of tradition and training came to the forefront, and they were set to work helping splice and repair ropes that were used for towing gliders behind planes, proving a valuable resource for the Royal Air Force. Operation Market Garden failed at the final hurdle. The war continued, and the Germans, buoyed by their victory, shocked the Allies by launching their own surprise attack in December 1944 in the Ardennes, and the war dragged on into 1945. Of the 10,000 British troops that landed at Arnhem, less than 3,000 escaped across the river back into Allied lines, and in total, Allied casualties were over 17,000. German losses are unknown, but the general figure is believed to be somewhere around 13,000 men, as well as a number of vehicles and equipment. Arnhem itself would not be captured by the Allies until April 1945. Hope you all enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you learned something new about Market Garden. And if you go to Oosterbeek War Cemetery, keep an eye out for Air Mechanic Leonard Hooker's grave. It certainly is a unique grave in a cemetery full of heroes. Thank you all for watching. See you on the next one.